Hello, my name is Chris Johnson, but you can call me Cookie. This is my submission to represent GE as the Great American Grandma. Now, I am already a professional grandma in a few different ways. I am the proud cookie and devoted cookie to my grandsons Benson 4, Jackson 2, and a new boy arriving in April. And no, I am not disappointed that it's not a girl. I think I'm looking forward to the chaos of having 3 boys in the house. And no, I do not know if they're going to try again for a girl. Cookie tries not to meddle. Sometimes it's so hard, but I try to mind my own business. Now, when I was going to become a grandma, I wanted to make sure I had the right grandma name. Was I going to be Mima, Mimi, Oma? Nothing seemed to fit. And in my culture, in my family, I would just be Baba. But again, that just didn't seem right. Now, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the grandma who bakes cookies, makes muffins, reads storybooks. That's kind of a given. But what else was I going to be? I wanted to be as magical as the fairy godmother in Cinderella, as adventurous and bold as Amelia Earhart, as silly and funny and kooky as Lucille Ball. And I also wanted to be brash and edgy and tough like Cookie in TV's Empire. Cookie. I was going to be Cookie. I think one of the fun things about maturing into Grandma Cookie is that after all these years, I'm really realizing that I don't really care about what people think about me when it comes to my boys, which is why I can paint my toenails Ninja Turtle green or scream fee-fi-fo-fum when I'm chasing them all over the park. I also like to teach them some important life skills, like how to hail a snack vendor at Disney on Ice or Monster Jam, which is one of the reasons we have such a nice collection of $15 collectibles snow cone cups. I've also taught them how to measure salt in their hand instead of using a measuring spoon. And I don't know how many 2-year-olds can crack a dozen eggs without a single shell in them. I also enjoy lugging out this very heavy KitchenAid that belonged to the boys' great-grandfather and teaching them how that works. That's the kind of legacy I like. And when looking at the boys standing on the chair against the counter, it's so nostalgic because I think that's the way every child should learn how to cook. Now, my second role as professional grandma is being the heart of my daughter's daycare. I am there to reassure a lot of people who might not have extended family close by that these children are always going to have that extra love and cuddle from a grandma. So I sing a lot of silly songs, I read books, I plan nutritious meals that sometimes have a little bit of a theme to them, like Yellow Day or Circle Day or Star Day, and do arts and crafts projects. And the best part about that is that I'm also there side by side with my daughter and my grandsons all day. I really have the best job in the world. It's really nice to walk into a room in the morning and have 10 little kids run at you yelling, "Cookie, cookie, cookie," and grabbing your legs. How often does anybody get that unconditional love every day? You can count on it. And if you're having a bad day or a sad day, you perk up right away. As I understand it, the GE position would require someone to act as a liaison between corporate and customer. I have some experience in that area. I was a franchise service rep for a number of years, supporting our franchisees and helping them build their businesses. A good part of that time, my job was just to listen to them and reassure them. I had a little career break where I took the time to raise my 2 kids, become the ultimate room mother, volunteer for every fundraiser and activity. And out of that grew a reputation which gave me the opportunity to do something I'd always wanted to do, which was start cooking classes for kids. I was able to develop menus and a curriculum and teach kids how to cook. Now, after that, I was able to combine my experience in customer service, my passion for food, and work for Trader Joe's as the demonstration lady, the lady at the back of the store who gives out the samples. I had the opportunity to give customers product information, do cooking demonstrations, put together menus and budgets all individually for them because I knew their names, I knew their allergies, I knew their budgets, and it was a lot of fun to put together a meal plan, a recipe book, actually a shopping list to make their life at Trader Joe's efficient and fun and reasonably priced. Well, this is some information about what Cookie/Chris has been up to for the past 10 years or so. When I was 50, I returned to college, which is a little bit daunting, especially learning the new technology after 30 years. In fact, the first time I swiped my student ID card, I accidentally used my Costco card. But I persevered and I earned a master's degree in library science, became a librarian. Now, I have yet to work in a library. I was just very proud of the accomplishment, which also segues into my love of research and my cookbook collection. This is a cookbook collection of everything from how to smoke wild game to my favorite little pamphlets that are all vintage pamphlets. I will pick these up at used bookstores, thrift stores, wherever I can find something that has a history about food and cooking. In fact, in this group, I also have a Mixmaster, a Sunbeam, a Westinghouse, and then I have a nice little collection of General Electric pamphlets. I also have on my shelf the new revised General Electric Microwave Guide and Cookbook. This was innovative in 1983 because GE was introducing the new dual wave microwave system where the energy was flowing from the top and the bottom. Now, this came a long way even then from 1972 when GE introduced the first countertop microwave, the Jet 80. And I was looking at this General Electric about the automatic electric range, and I found something funny on the back. It says, "Progress is our most important product." So GE, you've done a very good job. Now, I'm not much of a cookbook recipe person, except with baking, because it is a matter of science. But I will open up these books and use them as my nighttime reading and learn a lot of trivia, which I enjoy because I find that really good when you're demonstrating something. It's nice to have a little patter to keep people busy as they're learning something new. When I look at my cookbooks, I think of the value of the Kitchen Hub. Now, you can have a recipe and somebody else can follow the same recipe and things turn out completely different. Now, if you're not a cook, you don't understand about technique. Now, I think that the Kitchen Hub would be great because with that overhead camera, you really could show somebody how to do things. I know that when I was at Trader Joe's, some people didn't know what finely chopped means, or minced, or large chunks. So I would have them come over and actually show them. I had somebody once ask me how big was an 8x8-inch pan. Now, you don't think that's a stupid question because for that person, they do not know. So you get out a ruler, measure it 8 by 8, 2 inches deep. Then you flip it over and show them that 8x 8x2 actually means something. That's why I think it would be so valuable to have that overhead camera so that you can actually tell somebody that's the right color, that's the right simmer, and that's when you know it's done. And the other things that I like to do is travel by myself now. My new goal is to hit every national park. I travel alone. I enjoy dining alone. It gives me a chance to meet more people, meet a chef, get a chance to poke my head in the kitchen. And all that is making me very happy. I'm getting more adventurous. Another thing that I did at 60 was to get my first tattoos. The first one is DDHD, which is courtesy of LL Cool J, which means dreams don't have deadlines. And the other one is It's Far From Over, and this is courtesy of Cher. And this is something that I look at every time I think that maybe I ought to stop having adventures. Now, I would like to show you my Great American Grandma checklist to see if you agree about my qualifications. Dedicated family grandma, check. Employed as professional grandma, check. Kitchen aficionado, check. Customer service expert, check. And a liaison between corporate and customer, check. So thank you for your time. My parting words are, every job I do, I take very seriously, but I try very hard not to take myself seriously. Thank you for your time.